Hey everyone, just wanted to let you know this video was filmed before everything got really crazy and everything. So since I still explain why I make a lot of the choices I do in the video, I thought it would still be interesting for everyone. And to be fair, if you're like me and sometimes like to work outside and in the yard or whatever, it might still be useful. Just a quick heads up and hope you enjoy the video. Hi, I'm Alex. Today I'm going to be talking about something I've noticed a couple people mentioning, but I thought I'd throw my 2 cents in. And that is things that I take with me when I'm going to be out and about and I want to work on my writing. Some of this is pretty standard, but I figured I'd explain my reason why. That way, maybe it can help some of you guys when you want to go out and work. Or write, go to the coffee shop while you're out walking around the city. Who knows? So the first thing that I bring obviously would be my bag. Sorry about that. We had a whole incident where my camera just fell over. So the first thing I bring is my bag. Yes, this is the bag I use. Yes, it is covered in unicorns. So every bag I tend to bring is some form of a bag. Backpack, messenger bag, that sort of thing. But I picked this bag in particular, and I've been using this bag for a very specific reason. Now, I don't know if it's going to show up on camera very well, but if you can see, the inside of this bag is lined with almost like a plastic because it's a kid's bag essentially, which means that if it rains, my things aren't getting wet. I would definitely look for a bag that is lined in something other than just fabric, because the last thing you want is to have spent 2 hours in town working on your world building, and because it's only rained, you just lost a bunch of stuff and whatever else is in your bag is wrecked. The next thing I bring with me, again, seemed pretty obvious, is a notebook. This happens to be my writing book, or my current writing notebook. I like this for a couple reasons. One, it was fairly cheap because I got it on sale during the school restock thing they do in September. Two, I like it being spiral bound like this because I'm one of those people that uses the gel pens a lot. Most paper's too thin, so the gel just kind of, if you can see, it kind of bleeds through. Well, not bleeds through, but it goes through. So because it's spiral bound, I can just fold it over and very easily write on one page, flip, and keep going. Now, the caveat I have to these is sometimes they don't fold over well. For whatever reason, the spiral just doesn't work really great, and they'll get stuck. So if that's something that bothers you, just pick whatever kind of notebook you like. But that's why I tend to choose spiral bound. I also like this size because there's a lot of space I can get into it. And it fits in the bag. Hey. Next thing. Pens. Some people like writing in pencil, and if that's your thing, obviously go with your pencil. But I pick pens because it's easier for me to read. I generally will bring 3 colors of pens because what I will do to kind of make it easier for me to read as I go is header will be in one color. Like if I'm whatever story I'm working on will be in one color. The subheaders of like, this is the agriculture will be in another color. And then the actual writing will be in that 3rd color, just because it's easier for my eyes to distinguish everything instead of having this block of a solid color. If I'm running out of room for whatever reason, I love these type of pens. They're many colors. So I only need 1 of these to 3 of another type of pen. I got this at the dollar store. I will say that if you go with the cheap dollar store, do be careful. I think I cleaned it up on this one, so you can't see it. But they have actually you can kind of see it in there. See all that dark stuff? The ink kind of exploded from this pen. In the cheap ones, they have a tendency to do that. It still works. There's still plenty of ink in it. Just sometimes they'll get clogged and you gotta clean it, and it's a whole thing. But they're fun and I like them, and it was cheap. So the next thing, and I can't show you because I'm recording, is my phone. Now, obviously most people bring their phones, but I actually bring my phone because I have OneNote on it, which, because it stores everything through their cloud, whatever I've written already on my computer in OneNote will be on my phone. So I have all of my story information available to me. And really that's what my phone's there for when I'm out. I'm not sure, but I want to say there are other programs that do the same thing, that go from your computer to your phone to whatever device you have. I just think it's a really great way to keep a lot of information at your fingertips without needing to carry an encyclopedia of things if you're someone that does the story Bible things. I also take any information I write in my journal or in my notebook and put it in OneNote later. Again, that way I have it all available to me. The next thing I bring with me is music. I don't know if anyone's been able to tell by the way I do these videos, but I'm not exactly what one would call a social butterfly. So if I'm going to, and for me, I keep coming back to coffee shop because that's actually what I end up doing most of the time. Because I love writing in them, but I will always bring music with me. Sometimes, as much as I love the atmosphere of coffee shops and that kind of thing, sometimes the music's just bad. And that's not a thing against them or anything like that. Everyone's got their taste. I assume there's a thing where they've got to get the rights to the music, or they've got to make a deal with whatever radio station. I don't know how it works. Or I could be going someplace where there isn't really that much music, like the park. So you could be going places where there's no music, and if you're anything like me, that's not okay. I don't like quiet. I need my music. So music is always with me. The final thing that's kind of mandatory for me to bring with me is my Kindle. I have this neon bright red thing here. The reason I need to bring this is actually twofold. If I want to look something up, I sometimes have a hard time getting websites to work on my phone for some reason. So the Kindle lets me look things up on what essentially is more computer-like. It's got the bigger screen. It kind of reads more like a computer. The other thing it lets me do is, sorry about that, I keep forgetting the reflections. The other thing it lets me do is, if I need a break from writing, but I know I want to keep writing, and I just need like a 10-minute break or something, I can then take that 10 minutes and read. And that is a really important thing to my writing process, is if I'm not reading, my writing suffers. So taking 10 minutes to read when I need a break allows me to kind of take that break while still staying in the writing mindset, because I'm just switching from looking at it from a writing perspective to switching to the reader perspective. And it just generally gives me a little bit of that break, so I can then go, oh, okay, I've taken that step back. I can come at this again and hopefully get some more work done. Obviously, there are other little things, like if I'm going someplace where I'll be able to charge my phone, I'll bring my wires for that. Obviously, IDs and money and things you'll need that aren't really writing specific. But those are my main necessities when I'm going to be out and about writing. Tell me in the comments, do you enjoy writing while you're out and about? What kind of things do you absolutely have to take with you when you're going to be writing? Do you have a certain set of things you need to have with you if you're going to be writing while you're out? Let me know. and I will see you in my next video. Bye!